travel in Texas. Whether you want a staycation, day trip, or weekend getaway, the Lone Star State has you covered. And travel blogger Jessica SERNA of My Curly Adventures is here to share her favorite Texas travel destinations. But before we get to that, you just got back from Bali. How was that?
Yes, and thank you, Jane, so much for having me.
Nice to have you.
Bali was incredible. It's where I went for my honeymoon. We had these gorgeous hikes along Tagalog rice fields, a lot of beautiful cultural experiences and temples, just overall incredible.
How wonderful. Yeah. And congratulations,
Thank
by
you.
the way. Okay, so let's talk about Texas. The Marfa River Safari. How on earth is that?
Yeah, so when we were in Bali, we had this incredible experience where we were basically sipping margaritas, overlooking an infinity pool with zebras in the background. It's just really unique experience. We had breakfast with lions, a lot of great things.
Okay, I got to tell you, I just read the prompter as Marfa River, as in Marfa, Texas.
Great
so
place too.
That excuses that. Anyway, that's okay. Let's go to Texas now. So let's start with one that could be a trip for any North Texan, Glen Rose, the inn on the river. Furnished your stay.
Yes.
Right. So let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah. So Glen Rose really had to do a lot with just focusing on all the beautiful places in Texas. And Inn on the River is known as a healing mecca. A lot of people used to go there for the springs that used to be on the property.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, very exciting. And when we were there, we got to relax, but then we would go out beyond the inn to Glen Rose, very, typical old town. We had the historic square, and then we also had dinosaur tracks that we got to see. And
also you can they have a cool safari where you can get a selfie with a giraffe.
Yes.
That's a good Instagram picture right there.
Yes, they have which is an 1,800-acre safari. So I've always wanted to go to Tanzania and visit one of those African safaris, but we have one in Texas, and it's so incredible that you can see giraffes, rhinos, all these things, and you have them roaming around, and they actually rehabilitate a lot of animals that will go back to their countries in Africa.
Okay, when I say this, everybody's like, why do you want to go to El Paso? But I want to go to El Paso, and you say it has great food, sightseeing. I know they have some fabulous missions there.
Yes.
I like architecture, so I'd like to see that.
Yes, El Paso actually captured my heart. They've really done a lot to incorporate their culture. So when I was there, I got to practice my Spanish. We went to a free live concert, and everyone just immediately, as the music was playing, were dancing cumbia. Very amazing. The El Paso Art Museum has art from both sides of the border, so very intercultural. We crossed over to Juarez, which has the first and original margarita. For people who want to stay stateside, you get to have a margarita trail. Really cool. And if you've ever wanted to go to Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, they have the Jesus statue climb, a miniature version called Mount Cristo Rey.
Okay, let's talk about Big Bend for a minute, because I have been to Big Bend, and it's magnificent for folks who haven't been there. Terlingua is a great place. What was that like for folks?
Yeah, so Terlingua is right outside of Big Bend, and it's a ghost town, and so it's not normally inhabited, a lot more off-grid, but absolutely beautiful. And then you get to go into Big Bend, and you get to go visit the hot springs, you get to go hiking, Santa Elena Canyon, just so many amazing things to see.
And we do want viewers to know that Terlingua, Big Bend furnished your hotel. Stay there.
Yes, so Terlingua Rentals is a teepee that you can stay on. So incredible. It's for me, you want to glance.
That's another cool Instagram picture right there.
You have to see the inside. That was the most amazing that I did not expect.
Okay, for cities closer to home, Glen Rose, Irving.
Yes, Irving. So I've wanted to go to Italy and visit Venice Canals. So
just go to Irving.
Yes, as you can see, there are some incredible canals at Las Colinas where you can have your own romantic night without a 20-hour flight.
Okay, so what cities are you going to in the next few weeks for your blog?
So if you make sure to follow along on Instagram, My Curly Adventures, I'm going to be in New Braunfels next week. A lot of amazing German culture.
Alana, New Braunfels.
I know.
Alana can give you some tips.
Oh, good. Yeah, we'll be there visiting Schlitterbahn. We'll be visiting the oldest dance hall in Texas. After that, we'll be heading to Houston, which is a very multicultural city. So I'm going to be trying some South African food, some Nigerian food, visiting Chinatown, and then Fredericksburg, San Antonio, Galveston. I mean, the list goes on, so you'll have to follow along on mycurlyadventures.com.
Okay, well, you have convinced me. I am going to El Paso this summer.
Good.
I think I'll go in August when it's nice and hot.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You can follow Jessica's travel adventures on her website, mycurlyadventures.com. She's also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at mycurlyadventures.